Good morning. This is Arlene Arnold, and I'm here with the focus of the week. And as you can see, I'm sharing my screen with you, and you're able to see this beautiful luminary. This one is called Ecstasy. And the focus of the week, this is for May 6th, the week of May 6th. And this is kind of a surprising one because it's the very last luminary in the whole book. And when I teach classes on the luminaries, each one builds on the next. So by the time you get to Ecstasy, boy, you've been through a lot to get to this point. So it's pretty amazing that that's what is coming up today. It means like we're in a pretty special time. And I want to tell you a little bit about Ecstasy, but first of all, just look at these beautiful colors. These colors are soft, and yet there is a brightness to it. And you can see in the center this beautiful star-like quality, and then you can see also around the circle, and you can see hearts. So there's some amazing things in this luminary. Again, it's called Ecstasy. And here's the information from the book, and then we're going to talk a little bit about this. The emotion-soaked coat of yesterday has been embraced and transformed. The hoped-for magnificence of tomorrow is now. Open the floodgates of divine human passion. Burst forth as a fully resonant song of ecstasy. And then the reflection on ecstasy is, are you alive? You are alive. Are you present? You are present. Allow all your brightest colors to flow. Allow all your senses to evolve to fully experience an awakening world around you. And then the message from Ecstasy is, I am the divine joy of ecstasy. Through me, every sense is alive, every color is brilliant, every moment is supreme. Ecstasy is a state of mind, a way of responding to the world. Choose me, especially when there seems no reason for me to be present. Choose me because you can. Choose me because I bring out what lies dormant within your being. Experiencing me is a burst of flavor, presence ignited. You can be that. And then in the applying ecstasy, it talks about how ecstasy seems to be something that we don't accept very well in society. But ecstasy is that sense of being the truth of yourself, being able to stand in the world as that truth. And when it says, choose me, especially when there seems no reason for me to be present. So even in the midst of where you don't feel ecstasy, or you're feeling kind of down, or you're feeling bad about yourself, we're being asked to choose ecstasy. So one of the things that often happens for me is I go through things that lead me to what I am to present here. And I went through some things in the last weeks where I was feeling like I wasn't presenting myself as my best self. And so one of the things that I did this morning was to work with a child aspect of myself, like we do in the color course. And that really helped me to shift where I was coming from. And now I feel like I can truly embrace ecstasy. And that, to me, is part of what it means when it says ecstasy is a state of mind. Because I was being drawn in by something that it wasn't the true self. It was the child part of me that was still operating on some hurts and some things that had happened early on in my life. So if that's you and you look at ecstasy and say, yeah, sure, ecstasy, just know that ecstasy is here to say, I'm here to help you transform some of those things that are keeping you from feeling ecstasy. And I'm here to show you how you can be that. And when you are that, that's really who we are in our truest self. So when we can embody that, when we can carry that into our day and into our week, even when there are things that come up, we are still there as ecstasy, and we have the help to work through whatever it is that's coming up. So I hope you won't just turn away from ecstasy, but you will really know that you can be that. And if you need to have a change of mind or a change of attitude, that ecstasy will help you with that, and that there are lots of tools to help you with that. So that is the story for today, and that is for the story for this week. So be with us and see what happens, and see what comes up for you, and whether there's some part of you that's saying, oh, you don't deserve ecstasy, or how can ecstasy be possible when so much is going on in the world that just seems so opposite from that. But what it really encourages us to do is to come back into who we are in our truth, and to be there, totally there for ourselves and for the truth of who we are. So have a wonderful week, and I will be with you next week, and we will be doing the focus of the week then.